In mid-September, Qatar Airways CEO Akbar Al-Bakr shared that two of his airline's Airbus A330s are caught in a web of leases and sanctions. The jets are currently parked and cannot be operated. Let's examine this complex situation for today's video. The pair of jets involved are A330s registered Alpha 7 Alpha Charlie Kilo and Alpha Echo India. Both were built in 2006 and eventually acquired by a firm called GTLK Europe. The stored jets are leased to Qatar Airways but are under the financial control of GTLK Europe, which is a subsidiary of Russian leasing firm GTLK. In response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Western nations sanctioned GTLK Europe and its parent company. The sanctions against GTLK and its subsidiaries are because the company's sole shareholder is the Ministry of Transport of the Russian Federation. The resulting sanctions forced Qatar Airways to park the two A330s, but the airline has been trying to find ways to get these jets flying again. Al-Bakr shared on September 15th that he wants to operate the two Russian-leased aircraft. The airline chief proposes that the airline use the jets, pay the lease rentals on them, but most importantly, the lease payments made would go in an escrow account that could be used for refugees. Explaining his case, the CEO stated, "At least it'll give me a lift, and whilst I have a shortage of aircraft to be able to use those airplanes, nobody's thinking outside the box of generating revenue. If you don't block somebody's asset, why not use it? And take benefit and compensate people that they need to compensate them because of the conflict." Qatar Airways disclosed that it was paying millions in parking fees to a Qatari airport. Their presence on the ground, rather than flying passengers, is seen as a wasted opportunity. There could be a revenue stream generated from assets that really need to be kept going in order. This thing is worth several $1 million. It'll be worth maybe $10,000 because you just have to break up and sell the parts. Al-Bakr was also concerned about the two aircraft's serviceability and understands that if the two A330s were flown into Russia, the country may repossess and re-register them as Russian. An Airbus spokesperson told Simple Flying that it, quote, rigorously complies with all sanctions and export control regulations, and that sanctions prevent the sale of any aircraft, spare parts, tech data, provision of services, or any support associated with any Russian carriers or Russian-owned lessors. The proposal to fly the A330s under escrow is interesting, but with the lessor under bankruptcy in the Irish courts and Airbus's understandable caution, getting the two jets flying again appears challenging. Additionally, the Qatari government might have something to say about the proposal, as the country has taken a largely neutral stance in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. But what do you think of this messy situation? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.